Welcome to our video tutorial on navigating within the data center of the RightPath system. This tutorial will walk you through the steps of accessing the data center, as well as showing you how to navigate within the data center to access the various reporting tools. There are two ways to access the data center from within the RightPath system. You can simply click on the icon towards the center of the page that says Curriculum and Data Center. You can also access the data center by selecting the Data Center drop-down menu towards the top of the page. Note that this Data Center drop-down menu can be accessed from any page within the RightPath system. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Curriculum and Data Center icon at the center of the page to enter the data center. Now that we have accessed the data center, let's take a look at how we can navigate through the reporting tools within the RightPath system. Please note that there are different levels of permissions within the data center. Based on the level of permissions that you have, different reporting tools will be available at different levels. If you have questions about the permissions you have within the system, please contact your school or district representative. Towards the top of the screen, you'll notice a drop-down menu which will allow you to select the school year for which you'd like to view data. After you've selected the school year, you'll notice a drill-down drop-down menu. This tool will allow you to search for a specific teacher, class, or student within the system. To search for a specific teacher, I can simply type in the name of the teacher for which I'd like to view data. After I've selected a specific teacher, you'll notice that the reporting tools that are available for the teacher selected will be accessible towards the right-hand side of the screen. If you prefer, you can choose to narrow your search for a specific school within the district, specific teacher, class, or even student by using the layers of data that are located below the drill-down menu. After selecting a specific school, a list of teachers within the school will be shown. From there, a specific teacher can be chosen, and even a class that is taught by the teacher you've selected. You'll now notice a list of all the students within the class that was selected will be shown. Please note that as you are narrowing your search for reporting tools, the options that you see available will vary based on your permission levels within the system. Let's take a look at some of the reporting tools that are available for Greg Clark. You'll notice within the system that the reporting tools available are split up into categories. Each of the categories has a bold heading at the top of it. You'll notice the term benchmarks at the top of the page. All of the reports listed below the word benchmarks in blue are reporting tools associated with the benchmark assessments. If we scroll down a little bit further, we'll notice state assessments. Any of the reporting tools listed under state assessments in blue are going to be associated with the state assessment results. The categories within the reporting tools can be collapsed or expanded. To collapse the reporting tools that are available under benchmarks, we can simply click on the mark next to the bold heading Benchmarks. To expand the selection, we can simply click on the mark again to expand the selection. If we'd like to view the individual learning plan for Greg, we can simply click on the word Run over to the right-hand side. After we have selected or clicked on the word Run, we'll notice that we are prompted towards the top of the page to select a specific exam. For Greg, we are able to choose between the spring, winter, or fall benchmark, and either ELA or math for any of those benchmarks. After we have selected a specific exam, we can click on the words View Report over to the right-hand side. We are now viewing the individual learning plan for Greg Clark for the class we have selected. Note that the type of report in class will be posted at the top of each report that you're viewing. The category of report will also be shown at the top of the report. If we'd like to view a different report for Greg Clark, we can simply click on the tab at the top of the page that says Report Selection. We're now able to see what other reports are available to view for Greg. If we choose to, we can view reporting options for another student within the class by simply clicking on the name of another student. I'm now able to see the reporting tools that are available for Edwin. Notice that based on the specific criteria that we have chosen to view, we are able to see assessment results for benchmarks as well as state assessments. Note that depending on your search results, you will also see data for summative assessments, formative assessments, assessment creator reports, as well as other local assessment data. If I'd like to look at the SI chart for Edwin, again, I can simply click on the word Run to the right-hand side. Again, I will be prompted to choose a subject area. After choosing the subject area, I can click View Report. I'm now able to see the SI chart for Edwin. If Mr. Polly has finished looking at the data for Math 4 Period 1 Section 2, he can change the class for which he is viewing data by simply clicking on the red X next to the class that was previously selected. Mr. Polly will now have access to all of his classes to select a different class to view reporting tools. Depending on the options that you have selected for viewing reports within the system, in some cases you may notice the words Run for all students instead of just Run along the right-hand side under the Run Report column. This option will allow you to run the designated report for all students within your class at one time. If Mr. Polly would like to view the individual learning plan for each of the students in his Period 4 English class, can simply click on the Run for All Students link on the right-hand column. After again selecting the specific exam and clicking on View Report, the system will generate an individual learning plan for each of the students within the class. It is important to note the page numbers along the top of the page. This will allow you to click through to each of the different students' individual learning plans. You'll also notice along the top of the page the options for different views of the reports that you have selected. As with any report within the system, you can also choose to export the reporting tool to a PDF file, an Excel document, or a Word document. These files can then be saved or printed for your convenience. If I choose to view additional reports for the selected class, I can simply click on the Report Selection tab along the top of the screen. This will provide me with a list of all of the reports that are available for the selected criteria. If I choose to view the current report I have selected, I can simply click on the Current Report tab along the top of the screen. And finally, the Recently Viewed tab along the top of the screen will provide me quick access to recently viewed reports. You may have noticed as you were searching for specific reports within the data center, the options towards the bottom of the page to filter or group by demographics. This feature will allow the user to filter reports to narrow down data that they are looking at, or to group students in order to compare populations of students. The ability to use this feature will be determined by the data your district is currently storing within the RightPath system, as well as your permission level. Let's take a look at how we can use the demographic feature to view data within the Pro Chart. First, let's pull up the Pro Chart for the entire class by clicking on Run. After selecting the grade level and the subject area, click on View Report. I'm now able to view the Pro Chart for the entire class. Let's say, for instance, that I choose to compare the assessment results between the males and females in the class. I can go down to Groupings and select Gender. The system will now generate two separate reports which will allow me to quickly and efficiently compare how the females performed on the assessment to how the males performed on the assessment. The page numbers along the top of the page can be used to toggle back and forth between the two reports. The RightPath system does offer over 30 categories to use for filtering and sorting. This again is dependent on the information we have stored in the RightPath system. Additional information about utilizing the demographics feature within the data center of the RightPath system can be found in an additional training video under the Data Center series of training videos. You'll also be able to find additional information about many of the reporting tools within the data center of the RightPath system. Thank you for viewing our video tutorial on navigating through the data center of the RightPath system. If you have any questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact Right Reason Technologies. Thank you.